On this edition of Terrier Nation, the hockey team challenges UMass Lowell to a duel at the Hockey East Championships.
And the women of the Roof look to protect their house in the first round of the women's basketball NIT.
Last but certainly not least, come check out how one women's lax player changed the BU record books in their game against Harvard.
Okay, quiet on the set. 5, 4, 3, fade up from black, cue audio, cue anchors. Here we go.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Terrier Nation. It's officially springtime in Boston and we have a lot to catch you up on, including baseball, track and field, and the College Hockey News National Player of the Year.
Slow down, Lexi. Let's not give away the entire episode. Before we bring you the latest from the BU softball field, the athletic department has made an announcement about the head coaching vacancy. On Saturday, the top-ranked Terriers spread out their offense in a trouncing of the Ohio State University Buckeyes, winning 8-3. 11 different Terriers registered at least 1 point as BU earned their right to play UNH in Sunday's Northeast Regional Final. To the Verizon Wireless Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire we go. The BU squad looked pretty dominant right there, but I don't know, put me in front of a chicken burrito and I think I could do it justice. Congratulations again to the 2009 Qdoba Rice and Bean Pot champions, Boston University.
Don't go anywhere because Jenny Taft has a terrific story on the women's hockey team and how they're raising money and awareness to fight breast cancer.
We love to see that spirit at BU, and we also love to see Hockey East team up for another successful skating strides against breast. Well, I never thought that I'd actually say this, but winter sports are kind of cool here in Boston.
Oh, Alex, baseball is right around the corner. I think you can make it till then. For Alex Gershon, I'm Lexi O'Connor. Thanks for watching and happy Valentine's Day.
Will you be my Valentine?
Sure.
Many of the Red Sox faithful have waited in line for several days trying to get a ticket. But now that their team has won the World Series, it was all worth the wait. The reason Mike Schultz continues to play collegiate basketball isn't for the stats, and it's not for the glory. It's simply for the love of the game. For BUTV 10, I'm Zach Stone. With the government desperately trying to pump money back into the economy, we took to the streets of Boston to see how this crisis was affecting their daily lives.
Obama let off news all over the world today. What's leading in sports, Zach?
Well, in Boston, after the Celtics game, it's got to be those Celtics. They're down again in the fourth, but it's Kevin Garnett who gives the Celtics the lead with a jumper. And how about Garnett in 2012? He's got this district's approval with 14 points and 11 rebounds. Ray Allen was the man of the night for Boston. He gets Eddie House's missed shot and puts it back up and draws a foul. He'll go on to make it from the line for the three-point play. The Red Sox attempt to re-sign catcher Jason Varitek might be harder than initially anticipated. The captain's agent Scott Boras said yesterday that the team looking to sign the 36-year-old catcher will need to use Yankees catcher Jorge Posada's 4-year, $52.4 million contract as a benchmark. The Yankees have yet to make an offer to Varitek, who had hit .220 with 13 homers last season, and are expected to offer only a 2-year deal, half the contract Posada received last November.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to violence.
Glow is a ragtag group of femme fatales who get drunk and wrestle with each other. My name is Christina Sartori. I am the general manager of the Boston League of Women Wrestlers, and I wrestle as Muffy Winters.
Muffy has not had to have wrestled in a while because her dad bought this wrestling company and he has saved her from having to wrestle.
Practice, we usually use the first half hour to like talk about meeting stuff, like preparing for shows, working on the website, various things that we need to do. And then we warm up a little bit, do some stretches.
That was good. Well, we practice usually about once a week, depending. I mean, if we don't have any shows coming up, we can take a break. And then we usually try to get a show about once a month. and sometimes we hang out socially. That's, not official below business, just for fun. It's a good way to kind of meet people and put yourself out there and like kind of be a part of something that's in the community. Dewey Decimated is an enraged librarian. She has a lot of things to be angry about because a lot of people think that print is dead, and that's just not. It's just wrong.
I really liked Sophie Suture is a really great character. Susie Screw is the absolute favorite of everybody. She's the heavy metal groupie chick. I love Ginger Tonic too. She's the housewife. She's a lot of fun. We had a nun, Sister Christian, for a little while. She was fun.
There it is. You're walking over it.
Dave is, he's a good friend of some of the girls. We call him Brooksy. He just recently joined. He replaced our old ref, Vinny Benedetto, aka Todd Purple. And so he's become the ref, and he also, I guess he knows some wrestling moves. So he's been, like, we basically get anyone that we know that used to wrestle. They teach us some new stuff. So.
Until like at least their feet hit. I know.
And I really wanted to secretly be a wrestler, but I'm not athletic in any way. I don't want to get boob implants, so I was like, whatever. I just kind of put it on the back burner, and then I just happened to come across this ad on Craigslist. I was like, I'm going to check this out. It sounds cool.
It's kind of a spectacle. Like, we have a band, and there's so much action. So I was swept up right away.
That's mostly what I really like, is that people come in for these, like, they think they know what they're getting into. They're expecting like mud wrestling, foxy boxing, whatever, and then they get this really intense punk experience where it's just like chicks just going at it and having a good time. So it's really cool.
And the Mountaineers come out wearing those
For generations, college sports fans in America have been seen supporting their schools. But what is it that drives students and an entire community to support their team?
The idea of fandom is really about a group of people engaging in something almost bigger than themselves. It's kind of that emotions that go with being a collective group, sharing a passion, sharing, I don't know if I'd say a goal because the fans aren't playing, but sharing a community spirit. It's about community.
These connections made in college can last a lifetime, as fans will continue to support their alma mater and likewise hate their school's rival.
Big rivalry. It's interesting to see the BU fans coming here already. This has been a great rivalry since I can remember. I'm an undergraduate here. It's been a big game for me for over 30 years.
Emotions flood fans of all ages in preparation to watch their team play. But it is not only the fan that is affected by the energy in the game.
You have in the fans because the students are identified with their school and passionate about their school, so you get what's called fan identification. And it's that identification that leads someone to be passionate, leads them to wear the jersey, leads them to paint the faces, do all of the stuff that makes them proud to be a fan. And then I think you have the emotions in the players where, when you talk college, you're still talking relatively young adults, and they get passionate about this idea of a rivalry. There is that hype that makes it seem really exciting.
College rivalries have become a trademark of collegiate sport, and even when they are not in the same arena, that hatred still spills over into the game. But no matter the date or tradition, there is no worse feeling for an athlete than losing to that rival, and likewise, no better win. For Sports Night, I'm Zach Stone.